Is the Babylon 5 project scuppered before it even started? Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So, I did a video a few days ago announcing basically that Babylon 5 is going to return on our screens. And J. Michael Straczynski actually hopes, JMS from now on, because Straczynski is quite a hard name to say, actually hopes to have it on our screens in 2022. Now, as a lot of my comments stated, just after he tweeted that and tweeted that he hoped that it would be on our screens in 2022, it was announced that the CW, the network that is buying the new Babylon 5 series, is actually up for sale. So does this ruin all of our plans almost straight away? Well, you'll be relieved to hear no. 2 days ago, on basically Wednesday, JMS actually tweeted again. Basically said that the script is finished. It has gone to the CW. They have agreed it. He is now just waiting on that final say-so, and he's hoping for that green light by the end of the month. So we may actually have a final, definite yes or no within only 10 days or so. But, I hear you cry, the CW sale is still going ahead. So what does that mean? Well, basically the CW sale is not quite the same as the problems we're seeing with MGM sale, or like when Disney bought Fox. It's nothing like as big and nothing like as complicated. The two current owners, Warner Media and Viacom CBS, own 50-50% shares in the CW network, and they are selling up. AT&T, Warner Media, are pulling back away from very expensive media projects, and they're going to concentrate, AT&T is going to concentrate on its core business, the telephone industry. CBS just wants to back off, and they still want to produce material for the CW, but they don't really want to own the network anymore. To be honest, the CW network has been unprofitable ever since it was created. So moving on and selling up in this very difficult few years that we've had makes perfect sense for them. Mark Perdowitz, the CW current chairman, released a very nice statement to the Financial Times, basically saying that these two companies just wanted to move on and prioritise other projects. So who is in line to buy the CW? Nexstar is a very large company, probably the biggest company you've never heard of in the media industry. It actually owns the most small local TV channels in all of the United States, and actually is the biggest affiliate for the CW in the United States at the moment, so already has really strong links to the CW network. Now, the plan, according to the Financial Times, is that this Nexstar company will move in and become the biggest shareholder of the CW. It will effectively take control of the company. But Warner Media and Viacom CBS want to stay involved. They will become minority shareholders with the agreement to still produce content for the network. So CBS will still be producing a lot of the material that we will see on the CW. However, Nexstar is taking the reins. Now, this deal, once it's agreed, it's still being negotiated at the moment, but is expected to actually go through by the summer this year, will still have to be approved by the regulators. This is not going to be a long-winded affair like it is with 18 months for Disney to buy Fox, at least a year now already, probably again going to be 18 months for MGM to be bought out by Amazon. This should be something that goes through reasonably quickly. As I say, the company in question always has very strong links to the CW network. They already show the network on most of their TV stations, and it's just going to be a matter of them taking the reins. This is not going to be a big monopoly question. It should be reasonably straightforward, and especially considering that the owners are actually going to still be involved, just becoming a minor shareholder. Basically, there's a belief at the moment that actually MGM, for example, is having to stop producing material because it is in like a legal quagmire. But it's actually not really true. It's only an illegal quagmire because MGM and Amazon haven't got an agreement on how to produce material in the future. In this case, with the CW, it should be very straightforward for the three parties to agree how to move forwards. But the CW are in the position that they have the three parties involved actually in agreement and actually wanting to produce new material because two of the owners are still going to be involved in making that material. So this should be pretty straightforward and wouldn't affect Babylon 5's return. It should come back just as planned. But I hear you say, how about this 12-month plan that JMS has talked about, that he wants it on our screens by winter this year? Well, just think about it. Babylon 5, Star Trek, back in the day, they used to produce 22 episodes every year. In lots of ways, the special effects and things are much quicker and easier than they were 20 years ago when JMS and Star Trek were doing this regularly year in, year out. It's going to be the same now. If the CW and JMS want this to be on our screens by the end of the year, it really shouldn't be that difficult. They'll start producing, start filming before even all of the episodes have been written. That's how they always used to do it, and that's what JMS is hoping to do it now. So, could we have Babylon 5 on our screens by the end of the year? There is absolutely nothing to say we can't. And we should know within only 2 weeks. So, as soon as this is greenlit, and we are definitely getting the pilot, and I should say, if this is only talking about getting the pilot episode. The pilot episode will be made, and then the rest of the series will be greenlit or not at a later date. But to get the pilot, we should know within only 2 weeks, and I will tell you as soon as that is finalised. So guys, tell me, get on the comments. What do you think? For one, do you want JMS to produce Babylon 5? A lot of people have said they're very fearful it's going to just become woke nonsense, and they're really worried that this is just going to be ruined like so many other shows have been. I personally don't think JMS would let that happen, and I actually think the original Babylon 5 series was pretty woke in itself. So please, again, get on the comments. What do you think? Do you agree? It was very spiritual and had lots of factors that people consider to be woke in it, and a lot of it wasn't very subtle. So, for me, it was a pretty woke show, and that was one of the reasons why, it was so special in the first place. But also, in the last video, I told you what the plan is. This is going to be a hard reboot. Nothing is going to be the same. We are not going to see actors brought through from the original series, chances are. And if they are, they won't be playing the same characters anyway. So what do you think about that? Do you want to see this as a hard reboot? For me, again, I think it only makes sense. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what JMS reimagines this brilliant storyline into. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out. Also, you can join the channel. For a small charge every month, you can help me produce more content and become a side tracker supporting the channel. If you would like to join us on Facebook, you can also do that. The link is in the description. And please, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you really soon.